Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Yeah, you know what it is. Hard worker, scrappy, unfiltered, and sometimes unhinged football content. Hard to explain, but you know it when you see it. Doing it daily our way. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Redraft and Dynasty Fantasy Football, we got you covered. You know their defense is ranked like 31st in the NFL? NFL draft prospects and rookies? Now you know you in the right place for that.
Absolutely.
All right, then stop saying it. Then we're done. And prop bets with my man Jay Rich.
Count that money, man.
Now wipe the crust out of your eyes, get you a cup of coffee. It's time to wake your ass up with Ray G. You honestly are making absolutely no sense and you sound silly as hell. Get it, baby. Good morning, 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 good people. Monday, June the 13th, 2022. Y'all decided to wake y'all asses up with Ray G, and we appreciate you being here. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to the money. Prize Picks, use the promo code WAKEUP for a 100% deposit match. If you're a first-time depositor, up to $100. Just put in $100, they match you $100. Use the promo code WAKEUP. Get in. We talk some NFL futures on Friday, some quarterback props. We're going to talk some running backs, wide receivers, whole bunch of stuff. We got a lot of good stuff cooking. Shout out to the Destination Devi team, Matt and Mike and Adam with the 4D chess, Eugene and Ike off the line fantasy football. Make sure you tap into what Jay Rich is putting down damn near every single day with Major League Baseball. It's just a good time. Grand old party. And if you want to be a part of the community, patreon.com/allgas. We've just started Dynasty Barry, my good boy Dynasty Barry, is in the chat. Good morning to you. We just kicked off our sort of summer series, mock drafts. We want to have 100 2023 rookie mock drafts done before the season starts. We want to be able to track sort of the value of these 2023 picks throughout the season, see how the community reacts to these guys. We're already seeing people pivot on players like Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. And right now, based on a lot of the big, media outlets, there's only a couple of first-round worthy quarterbacks. So we're going to track all that shit throughout the season. It's going to be a good day, but we got some good people in the building. Who do we got? My girl, Lindsay Mack. So Jay Rich. Well, I got to bring Jay Rich in the building. Jay, how you doing this morning, my friend?
You just threw me for a pivot real quick. I was about to take a sip of my coffee. I spilt it everywhere because I was on mute in the background just relaxing. It's okay. It's okay. I know we're going with Lindsay Mack, but good morning to the people. But let's get into that story, man, because it is really funny, and I want to know how it went. So tell me about the story, Lindsay Mack. I need to know.
Yeah,
tell the people what's going on.
Lindsay Mack posted in the Discord channel that she had to take the ACT this past weekend as a punishment for, I don't know if it was losing her fantasy
I think
league.
It was for last place, yeah.
She got last place, and that's something we don't, Destination Devi did not help her get last place. That was somebody else. That wasn't us. But she got last place in her league, and she had to go take the ACT. That was part of her punishment. And I thought that was pretty cool, Jay Rich. Last place, go sit your ass in there 10 years after she graduated high school and go take the ACT for punishment for last place in her league. I love it, man. I love it. And here's Lindsay Mack sitting in there in a room full of babies trying to get into college. I hope it went well. Lindsay said she had her pencils ready. Bro, that's a hell of a last place punishment. So shout out to Lindsay Mack. Hopefully you did well. Hopefully you get into Harvard, Lindsay Mack. I want to see you in Harvard, Princeton, NYU, something like that. And if it happens to be Dallas County Community College, come hang out with your boy GQ. I got you. So I thought that was interesting. I saw that and I told Lindsay Mack she's going to be on the show this morning. But I see my girl Joe in the building, Cody Carpentier, Shane Joe, Ty in the building. My man C. Smith, Jay Peters in the building, Patrick Price, Mike G, Legendary Steez. Got it. The whole gang is in the building. Dynasty Barry's here, KBD in the building. So it's going to be a good show. Eric V, Fizzle Dollars, Mike Anderson. Mike, we got NBA Finals tonight. Mike, who's gonna win?
Sir.
Pivotal.
Yes, sir.
Pivotal Game 5. Mike A, I know you are a big NBA fan. We'll get into all the basketball talk a little bit later just for you, Mike A. Who you got tonight, Boston or Golden State? But, Jay, we ain't got no time to play around. Dynasty, This is our third crack at well, before we get started, you know what's something really cool that happened to me this past weekend, Jay?
I don't know. Tell me.
Because I won a championship. We won a 5 to 6 year old T-ball championship Look at this ring we got, baby. Look at this ring we got for winning the chip. Look at that, baby. Got us a T-ball championship ring in the building. Look at that, man. My little man got him one. So on the season, Jay, 2 game ball MVPs for the little man. 2 of them.
Okay.
Championship ring, and was voted to the All-Star team. We got an All-Star game this Saturday. So I got me a little ball player on my hands, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's dope. Honestly, I know we've been talking about it forever, how invested you've been in the team, where the players are playing, making sure them getting a position, not yelling at them, but talking a little stern, making sure they know what they're doing, coaching them up a little bit. It's, again, reaping the rewards now with the championship. So clearly, and some of the other coaches doing a good job. I appreciate it, man. Good job.
I'm almost like Tom Brady in here, baby. I'm going to rock the champ. I'm going to rock the ring all show. But all right, Dynasty startup mock strategy. So I added a wrinkle to this, and I think the people are gonna like it, Jay. I think the people are gonna like the wrinkle. So we did this exercise last week, and we just did views from the 101 with our philosophy. Well, we got some help from the wheel. We got the wheel out, and the wheel is gonna tell us the direction that we're gonna go. So we've got veteran win now build. We got a 0 RB build, robust RB build, modified 0 RB, productive struggle, heavy quarterback. So we're going to spin the wheel, shuffle this up a bit. We're going to spin the wheel, and the wheel is going to tell us how we need to draft from this draft position. All right. So this is going to give us the direction. It's not what we want to do. It's what the wheel tells us to do. So let's spin the wheel and kick this draft off and have a productive exercise to see where we would value these players in a Dynasty startup draft based on the strategy. So let's see what build we're going to have to roll with today. All right. Robust RB.
Man, this can be tough.
All right.
Robust RB.
Robust RB. So we got to go heavy RB.
2 QB league. Yuck.
Yeah, in a Superflex. Well, that doesn't mean we we still got to, it's still Superflex, but that means, what this means is no Jamar Chase, no Justin Jefferson early. Let's find those value wide receivers later. And I know a lot of people like to build a draft going heavy RB, right? But we still got to value the quarterback appropriately. So we're drafting out of the 107 slot, Jay. We're going to go. Yeah, we got a lot, so we need to get to it. We're not going to take a ton of time on each pick, but let's pop this off. We ready to get this thing started?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Let's do it. Let's start the draft.
Can we get JT with our first pick?
JT would be not. Let me turn the sound off. Holy God.
Damn.
All right, JT gone. All right, so here we are on the clock. Robust RB is the build that we have to go, which we can do. Najee Harris in round 1. Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Is Najee. It's Najee's the pick.
Yep. Yeah, Najee for me over Javonte pretty easily. I know they're talking about scaling back his snap count a little bit this year, but I'm not worried about the production. I think, Javonte's going to be in a timeshare, and even if he is in that timeshare, he won't get the same type of workload that Najee will get. So I think it's safer. They're probably is Javonte younger than Najee? He has to be. Right?
Oh yeah.
If we're talking about age, but I still think I like Najee's production overall. So I'd probably still take Najee here.
And I'm just asking because I'm not sure, and we all learn. In a strategy like robust RB, does that preclude you from taking a quarterback in round 1? Is that sort of the philosophy that you get the stud running back in round 1 and wait until like round 2 to go quarterback and then hammer RB in round 3, 4, 5? Like how? Because I'm looking at
being real, right? If we're being real, we probably should take a quarterback here. That way we have at least one stud, and then we can hammer run. Like we know we can get in the next round. I don't know who we're going to get in the next round, but we could definitely get, a Nick Chubb. We could get a Kamara, a Cook potentially like in the later rounds. Like those guys go pretty late. But I don't hate it. Do you want to go Murray? Do you want to go Lamar?
So, yeah, Cody Carpentier says you could, and everyone's saying you can still take a quarterback in round 1. So if this were me, my team, Jay, I think Lamar would be my pick here at 107, and then I'll probably double tap running back in 2 and 3. I think that's what we would have to do. And with Lamar, it's kind of like you get a running back in Lamar, right?
Yeah. All right. We're not breaking the mold fully.
Let's go Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray off of the board, Jamar Chase, Javonte Williams, Najee at 111. Wow. Kyle Pitts, Cooper Kupp, Dak Prescott, CMC, CeeDee Lamb, DeAndre Swift. Damn it, right before we picked. All right, Jay. Breece Hall, Austin Eckler.
Are we trying to win?
Yeah.
If we're trying to win.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Joe Mixon's looking good, but I think we still got to take Breece Hall. We got to take the youth. Got to go with the youth a little bit there. Man. Would you take Eckler here? I don't think I could.
Swift getting picked right before us sucks, man.
That hurts. That hurts.
No, Cody. No. I said you get the RB production, baby. I would never, Cody. I would never.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks that CMC and Swift came off the board.
Can we take another quarterback here?
No.
Swift would have been the perfect pick, right? If Swift fell to us, that's the guy we probably want. I think we have to go Breece Hall here. I mean, I know he usually falls to the back of the second, is about where he's valued at. So we'd be taking him a little bit early. But I don't know if you want to take a Mixon or an Eckler, go with the youth and take Breece Hall more than likely.
Let's see how this plays out. There goes Eckler off the board. Lance, Adams, quarterbacks. Wow. This looks pretty good. Dalvin Cook. Okay, we got a shot. Got a shot at Mixon. Oh, damn, man. My God. Oh, bro.
How does this happen to us?
Oh, man. I thought we had him.
That's ridiculous.
Oh,
Mixon
man.
Right at 306 to break our hearts.
Bro.
That is just terrible. So the next guy is who? Eckler here? If we're
Eckler's gone.
Oh, he went too.
Eckler went in the second.
Oh, my goodness. So now we're staring down the barrel of Henry, Kamara, Chubb, Well, is Barkley a good pick here? If we're just going like straight ceiling, like we're ignoring the injury history. He's back healthy. He's 2 years younger than Kamara, 3 years or 4 years younger than Derrick Henry, probably a couple years younger than Nick Chubb too. I don't think it's a terrible pick. Eric's saying ETN, but we'll get him next round. So
Eric's saying ETN because he wants somebody to come get him in this damn auction that we're in.
Yep.
To me, it's between Kamara or Barkley, man.
So let's
between
talk through
Kamara
it,
and Barkley, man.
So would you be willing to take Kamara knowing he's older, right? I love Kamara. I think he's a great value, great player right now. You know, you see what he's done for the course of his career, not just like last season, the season before that, like consistently excellent. Had a couple of years with injuries, but for the most part, he's been healthy. He's not getting Barkley hurt. So
yeah, but Barkley's hurt was also like freak ankle injury, man.
Like, I'm not trying to say he's injury prone, but I'm just, again, Kamara he's been relatively healthy playing, obviously scores a ton of touchdowns, right? We'll see what happens this year, but they're talking about the looming suspension with Kamara. I mean, at this point, I think they're sweeping it under the rug. Maybe gets a game or two, but I'm not too worried about it overall.
I think with going Breece Hall, Lamar being kind of younger, I'm still very much in on Saquon Barkley. I've been saying that, Jay. I like Saquon a lot. You know, the Giants have done some things to improve that offensive front. Better coach coming in. It can't get any worse than it was last year. I'm still willing to bet. I'm still willing to bet on the talent of Saquon Barkley, even though the situation's not as good. I think right here, maybe it's a round too early. I don't know where he's valued on KTC. You know, we love us some keep trade cut, but I think Saquon Barkley is what we're going to roll with right here. DK Metcalf, Derrick Henry, Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins, Drake London off the board at 4-1. Matt Stafford, Cam Akers, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence off of the board. Okay.
Can we talk about Cam Akers there at 4-3? How do you feel about that? You know, we talked about in our auction, Cam Akers went for like $140, and we were not feeling great about it.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I think I've soured on Akers a little bit. Look at this, man. Kamara's still there. So you got Kamara, Chubb, Gibson, Travis Etienne. I think we go one more running back. I looked at the quarterback pool, right? Like looking at the quarterback pool, Jay.
Who we got?
There's still some. You still got Derek Carr, Tua.
I love Carr there, man. That'd be dope.
Cousins. It's getting.
Oh yeah, we got options.
I think we can wait till round 5 to go with our second tier quarterback. We got an elite quarterback in Lamar Jackson. I think Kamara, AK-41 is where I'm leaning right now. I want to hear the case for ETN. Should we be taking ETN over Kamara? I don't think so.
I can't make it. Everyone wants ETN to be Kamara, but why not just take Kamara, right? Like that's my case. If you believe that ETN can be Kamara, then maybe. But I would be taking Kamara for sure. I mean, at this value,
what about JK? What about JK Dobbins? What about JK Dobbins? I'm just throwing it out there.
The injury, man. People are talking about his rehab and is he going to be ready?
What's up with that? What's up with that?
I mean, it's just it's not that we know anything more than anybody else. It's just the speculation and the rumor mill around Dobbins is that he's just not going to be ready for week 1 or he's not going to be fully healthy. So we don't want to take him there. It's just Kamara for sure is my pick.
All right. I feel good. Jay, I actually kind of like this team
Gibson,
so far.
Dobbins.
Montgomery. We see a running back run. ETN.
Come on. Okay, Ray. It's decision time now.
We got a decision. It's a decision to be made.
He's the clear best running back on the board from a talent situation
But look at our quarterbacks, man. Look at what's left at quarterback.
Any wide receivers? We haven't taken one
yet.
Yeah,
let me take this shit off. I can't see. All right. I haven't even looked at receiver. Like I'm not even. I think if we're getting
Mike Evans wouldn't be so bad, but he might be there next round. So I think if we go ETN, we maybe try and get Evans, and then we could circle back and take Brady. And then you're talking about a win.
All right, everybody's saying ETN, but real talk, y'all. Are we not concerned about quarterback, Jay? I'm starting to get a little worried.
I'm not, because we know Brady's going to be there, and I'm fine having Brady. Look at who we got on our team. We got Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, then we're going to have Travis Etienne. We got Lamar Jackson. There's a lot of guys there.
I don't know, man. I feel like
getting nervous.
Well, all right. Jay said no. She said Ray, ETN now. This is robust RB. This is how it goes. Dynasty Barry for sure QB. Carr won't be here if we come back. If we go Carr, we could still come back. AJ Dillon, James Conner, Zeke, Fournette could be on the board. I don't think Carr will be there. I don't think Carr will be there. I think we got.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he necessarily will, but at least we're on the short side of the turn, so maybe we got a small shot.
So what are we doing? I'll let you make the call. Carr or ETN?
I mean, would you be fine with Cousins?
Yeah, I'd be fine with Cousins.
I mean, for me, if I kind of want ETN, I want to see what happens.
ETN it is. And there goes Derek Carr. I knew it. I knew he wasn't coming back. See, now at this point, Jay, we do this. I almost would rather man.
You don't want Cousins? You don't think he's gonna be good enough? You were touting him for 4,400 yards the other day, and now you're saying he's just chop liver?
No, he's still our QB2. No. I'm looking at wide receivers. At some point, all right, we've robust RB'd it, right? Like we got to win. We got to put together a team. Is this early to take Kirk Cousins? Is this too early to take Kirk Cousins?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, you look down the board. There's two teams that only have one QB right now, so you'd think Cousins would be the next guy off the board more than likely.
All right, Cousins it is. Watch not another quarterback come off the board. Mac Jones, Godwin, Fournette, Olave, Elijah Moore. All right, we got to figure wide receiver just got ugly real quick.
Well, you see 2 QBs went off the board, right? So you look at it from that standpoint, it's looking okay.
I like this team. I'm liking it. All right, so we got Cousins and Lamar, Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, Travis Etienne. This isn't bad. Now is the time to go hammer wide out, right? And I'm looking at the top of the board. You got Hollywood, who's going to be Kyler Murray's number 1. Amari Cooper. We could go Shoddy B. Get the Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman stack. We could. Darnell Mooney, Mike Williams, Cortland Sutton, who I think is going to be the alpha in Denver. I think Cortland Sutton's going to be the one in Denver. What do we do? Do we go Hollywood with Kyler, or do we go Cortland Sutton with Russell Wilson? Do we take Rashad Bateman to pair up with Lamar Jackson? What's the right pick?
I kind of like Marquise Brown personally. I think he's going to have a really good year. Okay. I think he's going to have a really good year. And so I think for me, that's where I would go. He's still super young too, right? So I'm not overly concerned with the age factor.
Damn, Bateman
wasn't coming back.
Board, man.
He wasn't coming back. A lot of receivers went off the board. So, okay, now you have your pick between Mooney, Amon-Ra, Christian Watson, who we're not taking, Courtland Sutton, Juju. I mean, it seems like it's between Mooney and Sutton. Would you take Sutton over Mooney?
Man, Joe is hammering me. She's like, I need the fade wide receiver to max in robust RB. Joe, did we not robust it enough? Damn, Joe. All right.
Who's there? Can we get Fournette there?
No, Fournette's gone. I think we would have had to have done it. Looking back, I'll say I think she was right. Like, if we would have went A.J. Dillon instead of Hollywood Brown or James Conner right there, like, we're just loaded at running back. And we probably still would have got a Sutton or a Hollywood right here. Like, looking back on it.
But you see a lot of receivers went, though. We saw Bateman, Cooper,
we would have been
Mike Williams, Ayuk. Like, Marquise Brown's not going to be there. It'd probably be Ayuk who's there. And then we're like, shit. Do we even want Ayuk there?
Quarterbacks, we got Tannehill, Jameis, Davis Mills, Matt Ryan. I think some will fall to us, right? I think we can get, I know it's gross, but a QB3, I think we can get Daniel Jones, Jared Goff.
You know, Wentz and Matt Ryan will
Marcus
be like
Mariota later, right? I think I'm going Sutton. I'm making the executive order. I think he's the one in Denver. We're going Courtland Sutton there as our wide receiver 2. And here go the wide receivers. Mooney, St. Brown, Schultz, Goddard, Juju, Christian Watson, Hunter Renfrow, Nuke Hopkins, Tony Pollard, Freiermuth, Dawson Knox, Michael Thomas, and now we're back on the board.
Oh, Allen Robinson, if we're trying to win.
Man, the more that we do this, the more I'm just looking like, look how many good receivers are left in the 9th round.
Yep.
You know, Brandon Cooks, Allen Robinson, Gabe Davis, Kirk, Lockett. Like, there's you could just, I don't know why you would go wide receiver early. Like, we'll do this build. We'll do a robust wide receiver build and see what it looks like. But
yeah,
Jay, I'm leaning A-Rob here.
I think you have to. I think you can make the case for Brandon Cooks because, you know, he's going to be productive right at the end of the day. We do believe that.
Yeah.
But I think I'm willing to take not a risk on A-Rob, but, you know, we'll see what he's going to be in LA, and I think he's going to be good. So I think I'd be willing to take A-Rob here.
I feel like we didn't lean into robust. I think looking back on it, the Hollywood pick should have been a running back, but we'll see how it we'll see how it finishes.
Some good receivers though, like Marquise Brown, Courtland Sutton, and A-Rob is like that's a good 3-pack.
I just don't know if we really leaned into the.
We can still take running backs. Though.
I think we're like robust, but we didn't have the ST on the bust. So we'll go Allen Robinson. So we got 3 wide receivers: Miles Sanders, Damian Harris, Gabe Davis, Kareem Hunt, Mike Gesicki, Damian Pierce, George Pickens, Isaiah Spiller, Brandon Cooks, Chase Claypool off of the board. We got quarterbacks. We go Jameis Winston.
Who are the running backs who are there? How can we robust this a little bit more? We could take Rachaad White, Michael Carter, who I guess we wouldn't want Michael Carter since we have Breece Hall, Ramondre, Tyler Algier would be interesting.
Too early for TDP. Ramondre? Is it too early for Ramondre? Is that too early?
Might not be.
Round 10?
Might not be. Maybe a little bit. Would you prefer Ramondre or Rachaad White? I think that's a great conversation. Do you want Leonard Fournette's backup, or do you want a guy who could be, you know, a 1B on the Patriots this season? And beyond, obviously. It is Dynasty after all.
Ugh. I don't want any of them. Ugh, not yet.
So who are you going to take then? You take your boy, Cole Kmet.
What do you think about Kmet, man? What do you think about Kmet? That's Carpentier's boy. That's Carpentier's boy. Tight end market looks gross after Kmet. And I don't think Kmet will make it back to us. Look at that tight end run right there. We saw Goddard, Schultz, Freiermuth, Knox, and Gesicki come off of the board.
I'm fine with Kmet. I think he's a good pick. You don't even want to make the pick. Cole Kmet off the board. Then
Cole
Rashad White,
Kmet,
Michael Carter, Kadarius Toney, Christian Kirk, Dodson, Lockett,
Gallup,
Gallup. Man,
Fant.
Lockett there would have been a good value. I
Yeah.
didn't even know he was on the
And there
board.
goes Ramondre, right? Ramondre,
Mm-hmm.
Singletary, Chase Edmonds, Michael Carter, Rashad White. That cluster of running backs that we were looking at all came off the board. Best available, we got Cordero Patterson, Algier, Madison, Melvin, Ronald Jones.
Do you think Patterson could be something this year? He was pretty damn good last year. Like,
I'm not taking Cordero Patterson, man.
What is it, the 12th round? 11th round?
I think we need to go quarterback.
We said this last week. Who do you want to take a quarterback? You want Matt Ryan? Do you want to take Davis Mills and just kind of take the young guy? I mean, I think we need the production, right? If we're going
we got Kirk Cousins and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Ryan may give us some weeks if we play him. But Kirk's going to air it out, right?
Where are the people at?
Where
are the people at? I need help. Help. Who do we take? All right, YouTube comments. Let's go wake up crew. All right, Barry says Mills or Tanny.
Tannehill, I don't know, man.
Tannehill, follow up with Malik, Crab Leg King, Jameis Winston, Danny Dimes, Mills, Jameis. So the people are telling us go quarterback.
Who the hell said Danny Dimes? Is that Cody?
Cody Carpentier, Lil Dick Danny Dimes.
Oh, Jesus. I think all right,
the people said Mills. I asked the people. They said Davis Mills. Okay, Joe said, let me see the tight ends. Hold on. Let's let her see the tight ends. Trey McBride, Albert O, Irv Smith, Hunter Henry, David Njoku, the best available tight ends. God,
Eric said take ETN
ban
again.
Eric from the chat?
I can actually.
Don't ban him. Running backs, Cordero Patterson, Algier, Penny, Madison, Melvin, Rojo, Zamir, TDP.
Would you take Penny on the hope he's the guy?
No.
Man, you gotta call your shot here.
I think it's gonna be. You gotta call your shot
here.
I think it's gonna be Kenneth Walker.
Okay, man. But who of these guys would you take a shot on to be the guy? Because let's just you got Patterson, Algier, who's that? James Robinson, who's hurt. Penny, Madison, who's not going to be the guy. Is that Melvin Gordon? Ronald Jones is probably the other guy who could be the guy in Kansas City. It's what, the 12th round, 11th round?
We got to go RB.
We got to call our shot. We got to call a shot here, right? Call your shot. Call your shot. I don't think CPAT is a terrible pick, honestly. Like, he could be pretty good again. Like, you don't realize how good he was, but he was like, I'm pretty sure at one point he was averaging like a top 12 running back because he was getting the ball a lot, scoring a ton of touchdowns, but new offense with Mariota a little bit. But I think he could be involved again.
All right, fine.
Reluctant.
Begrudgingly. And there goes Jameis Winston off the board. If Algier damn.
So now you can take your quarterback because now Winston's gone, Taney's gone. You're looking at Matt Ryan.
There we go.
Davis Mills.
There we go.
Right?
Locked up Mills. We went Patterson Mills right there. We went Patterson Mills. So we got the Mills pick. People wanted Mills.
Rojo,
we waited around. TDP off the board. Rojo off the board. Matt Ryan's still there. Malik Willis, Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, Marcus Mariota, the dumpster dive quarterbacks that are still available. Running backs, we got Brian Robinson, Darrell Henderson, Khalil Herbert, Keontae Ingram, Marlon Mack. Maybe too early for Mack.
Maybe next round for Mack?
Yeah, maybe next round. Wide receivers, Wandale, Russell Gage.
Gage, Myers. Take him. Take Russell Gage, man. That's
Jacoby Myers. Tight ends, we still got Njoku on the board. Evan Ingram, Hunter Henry.
Oh, man, I think you have to take Gage. He'll be really good this year. Gage. If we had Brady and got Gage, whoo, that'd be nice.
All right, let's go Gage. Let's go Russell Gage. Hunter Henry off the board. B-Rob gone. Wandale, there goes Njoku. We knew the tight ends wouldn't last. Damn, Tyler Boyd at 14-2 seems good. Jacoby Myers at 14-4 feels good as well. All right, running backs. I think we'll wait again on Mack. Any news on Gus Edwards? What Gus Bus is doing with J.K. Dobbins? Looking like his knee isn't all the way there?
I mean, people think Gus Edwards is going to come back earlier than Dobbins will and be productive. So I think if you want to take that, that's what we're hearing around the block is that he'll be ready a little bit sooner. Could be more productive sooner than Dobbins. mainly because of the explosion factor. Dobbins needs that explosion where Gus just runs, right? He'll be healthier and ready to go a little bit earlier. Would you take a shot on Kenny Golladay here? At what point are we taking a shot on Kenny Golladay?
I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, we're in the 14th round, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Or would you? Okay, there's
our tight end. Our tight end room is scary, man. All we got is Kmet at tight end, and we're down to our last couple picks. Let's look at our roster. Let's move this out.
Would you take Evan Ingram?
I like this team, man.
Evan Ingram and your boy Trevor, the Golden Boy.
I like this team.
Yeah, it's a good team. Would you replace that Hollywood pick with a running back, though? I don't think you would, based off what we have right now.
Kenny Golladay was the pick. I'm not taking Evan Ingram over Kenny Golladay. I can't. I mean, he can't be any worse than he was last year, man. I can't do it, man. Not taking
Marlon Mack off the board.
Marlon Mack gone. Gus Edwards gone. We got sniped so many times in this mock. Looking at KJ Osborne, I like that pick later. A little too early, but I like KJ Osborne a little bit later. J.D. McKissick, Deontay Foreman, Snoop Connor. Snoop Connor, we got ETN. A little early for the cuff, right? Little early for the cuff. Do we take quarterback again? Do we take another Matt Ryan? I mean, look at this. 15th
I mean, realistically, Matt Ryan would be a good pick. I don't think he'd be there in a Superflex league, but yeah, if you're talking about value, it's not bad. It's a fine pick overall. What about
James? I'm seeing some Robert Tonyan talk. What are your thoughts on Tonyan with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? What do you think about Tonyan?
I love it. It's just, what do we know? We don't know much about his health, right, and where his status is right now. But we saw what he did with A-Rod, right? He was really, really good. So again, it can't be just Lazard. They need somebody. But you're talking about Josiah DeGuara, who could be involved because he was pretty good. But then, going into Tonyan, he should be pretty good too.
Tonyan or Ingram, people? Tonyan or Ingram?
Man, I think Ingram could be really good. Like, really good. We know they're going to throw a lot, right? And, how much better is Trevor Lawrence than Daniel Jones? Like, twice as good, probably.
Gretchen just said it too.
Really good.
Rodgers loves Tonyan. I'm asking the question because I truly don't know. Is he back, practicing from his torn ACL?
I have no idea. I don't think he's doing much right now.
I'm just curious.
He pretty late, so he may not be back for a while, and that's the only fear. But I think even in Dynasty, would you rather have Evan Ingram, Robert Tonyan, or Gronk? I mean, you can make the case for Tonyan. Absolutely.
How old is Ingram? Ingram is 27. Golly.
Yeah, he's a little older now.
Tonyan 28. Green Bay tight end Robert Tonyan was limited during OTAs. The 28-year-old has a chance to be cleared for the beginning of camp. All right.
Sounds very unsure.
All right. We'll do it. We'll do it. Now, who else do they have to throw to in Green Bay? Evan Ingram off the board. Beatty Batty off the board. McKissick, Pacheco. MVS, nice pick in the 16th.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back. I saw Cody Carpentier say Tim Patrick. We have Cortland Sutton. Deontay Foreman, Snoop Connor at the top of the board. Dearness Johnson. Can I interest you in any of those running backs over Tyquan Thornton, Jarvis Landry, KJ Osborne, Tim Patrick? Where are we going, Jay?
I think I like the wide receivers a little bit more here. Like, whether you want to go Tim Patrick, KJ Osborne, I think both those guys would be good picks. Maybe you want to go younger and take Thornton over the hope that he's the guy in New England, which he might be. I mean, we never know. Where are you at with those guys? Would you take a Van Jefferson here? A guy that could be pretty good for the Rams, right?
No.
I don't know why you don't like Van Jefferson, man. He's good.
No.
He gets those yards.
Let's see.
I mean, Osborne got a ton of targets last year. I really like
James says Tim Patrick. Cody said Tim Patrick. Cousins, KJ Stack. Kind of like that, man. KJ.
He was really good. 82 targets last year.
For who?
KJ Osborne.
Let's do it. That's all I needed to hear.
He's good.
That's all I needed to hear.
Tim Patrick did.
Damn, all the running backs. There goes all those middling running backs come off the board. Now we'll see a bunch of quarterbacks come off the board. And then we'll back up.
QB run.
We'll go Tim
6
Patrick
straight.
because I just want to talk about this team. We'll go Tim Patrick here in the 17th because we talked about
Oh my
him.
goodness.
Greg
Look at all
Dulcich
those
still there.
QBs flying off the board.
No.
You look and saw Drew Lock. You're like, oh, not today,
Drew Lock. Let's go Ty Chandler, Jay. Want to go Ty Chandler?
Okay.
Finish it out with running backs. We'll go just dart throw running backs, and we'll talk about this, right? Ty Chandler
should be there too.
Who?
Eno Benjamin should be there too.
Well, I mean, Eno's still there. Darrell Williams is still there. Who's a sleeper running back? Like the sleepiest of sleepers that's still left on the board. Philip Lindsay.
What about is Damian Williams already gone? He must be gone.
Damian Williams? Yeah. No, he's right here.
I mean, he's not a bad sleeper. We could probably take him later, but because he should be the pass catching back, or at least get some decent work in Arizona, right? Should be pretty good.
Look at Corey Davis, man. KJ Hamler.
Corey Davis isn't a bad pick, honestly. He's not going to get much work, but he's pretty good. He's not terrible. He's just not great.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's just get out of here. We're going Darrell Williams. We're just loading up on running backs. It's the back of the draft. All right, back of the draft. We got our tight ends. We got our quarterbacks. I actually feel good about this team. Go Jerome Ford. They're not gonna bring back Kareem Hunt. Let's go Jerome Ford, and just at the end of drafts, just let's go. I know, Cody, some of the wide receivers available. All right, so let's look at this team. Let's look at this team and talk through this roster, Jay. How do I pull this shit up bigger? How do I make this bigger? Sure. All right.
You gonna move us out of the way?
So we got Lamar Jackson, Breece Hall. This was robust RB strategy. So we got Lamar Jackson, Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley, Hollywood Brown, Cortland Sutton, Allen Robinson, Cole Kmet, Alvin Kamara, Travis Etienne, and Kirk Cousins as our starting lineup. Jay, I kind of like that, man. Cousins and Lamar, Breece, Saquon, Kamara, Etienne as our running backs. Yep. Hollywood, Sutton, and A-Rob at our wide receiver spots. Cole Kmet at tight end. And then our bench, we have Davis Mills as our third quarterback. Cordero Patterson next up is RB5 or whatever you want to call him. Russell Gage, Kenny Golladay, Robert Tonyan, KJ Osborne, Tim Patrick, Ty Chandler, Darrell Williams, and Jerome Ford round out the bench. The bench isn't super strong. I think our strongest assets, Gage, Patterson, Mills, Patrick, Osborne. Bench isn't strong, but the starting lineup is solid, man.
Yeah, question for the chat. Do you think we didn't take enough running backs, right? Because obviously for bye weeks, those guys could be out. And so we were really just looking at Cordero Patterson right now as the guys who can fill in for some of those spots. And should we have taken AJ Dillon, who may not start most weeks, but he will fill in more than adequately, more than likely for some of those guys on the weeks that they're not in. Or like for you, Ray, I don't know how you play, but for me, I don't always look at it that way. Like if I have to sacrifice a week or potential production in a week simply because I want to get another player who can produce for me, I usually will do that. But, not everyone likes to play that. I like to kind of play it safe a little bit and have that guy who can fill in on those bye weeks when need be.
I'll tell you this, man. Looking at this team, Jay, I kind of like if that's the wide receiver cluster we're working with, the 7th, 8th, 9th round, like why on earth would I pick, get Garrett Wilson in the 6th? Like, why would I do it? Like, I like this. I kind of like, Terry McLaurin in the 5th. If I can wait until the 7th and walk away with Hollywood, Mooney, Sutton, Mike Williams, A-Rob, Renfro.
Question for you, though.
I like this, man.
Look at Team 3, the way they got Taylor and then Adams. Would you do that? Because that's something I think, like, I would consider. When you get Taylor and Adams, like those guys could be the one at both positions. Yeah. And so I think that's a special case, right? Like we're not going to take Adams at the, 206 or whatever the hell we were at. But taking Taylor and Adams and then maybe going quarterback, or they got Kenneth Walker, they got Eli Mitchell, Tony Pollard, Chase Edmonds. Like I don't mind having that stud wide receiver at the top, knowing you have the production there from that one guy. And then you can kind of backfill it with a couple of guys and some flyers and dudes like that. But at least you have one guy that you can count on week after week.
Team 10 did sort of like I kind of like Javonte, CMC, Waddle, and then I would have taken like Chubb or Kamara over Akers, but I kind of like that build. What I don't like is... They got
the Brady Evans stack, though.
Look at the air raid build at 112, where they just went wide receiver tight end, and their RBs are Josh Jacobs, Damian Pierce. Hate it. And their quarterbacks, Kenny Pickett, Jameis Winston. Hate it. Like, I hate that team. I do not like that team at all. Team 12. Woof. Like, I think
the Jerry Jeudy pick it's rough.
I'm good on that.
Right?
Yeah. Jerry Jeudy at the 5-12 or Cortland Sutton at the 8-6.
Yeah. Well, you mean even just looking behind them, you could take Mike Evans, you could take Zeke Elliott, Devontae Smith, who I probably still like. They could get a quarterback. Like we got Kirk Cousins that round. Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons why. If you already got all these receivers, why are you then also going after another one in Jeudy? Again, this is part of the exercise, right? Learning and figuring out where the spots are that we want to target. I think we did a pretty good job. I don't know how the chat feels. Maybe give us a grade in the chat how you think we did for this draft. But I think the team would be competitive, right? And be a pretty damn good one off the start.
Yeah, man. I like this one. So we went, we used the wheel to tell us the direction, and the direction was robust RB build. And then we drafted accordingly. Now, the only other thing that we could have done to make it, I guess, super robust is skipped quarterback in the first and then like waited. But I think Lamar Jackson, listen, it's still super flex, right? I like Lamar and Cousins and Mills as our 3 quarterbacks. I really like this team, man. It would have been nice. We got sniped on DeAndre Swift. If it would have been Lamar, Swift, Mixon, Kamara, ETN, oh my gosh. Filthy, right? Filthy.
Yeah, feels way better for sure.
Wide receivers are just so deep. I mean, even down here in the 10th, Brandon Cooks, Claypool, Christian Kirk, Lockett at 10-12, Gallup at 11-1, Gage in the 13th round. Like, I can just find receivers, man. Like, I can. All right, we got a B+. B+, think you were right on Dillon over Hollywood Brown. That's, for me, that'd be my one take back. I would have taken A.J. Dillon over Hollywood Brown right there. So, all right, fun exercise. Views from the 107. We're going to do this all summer. A lot of people aren't doing Dynasty startup mocks. We had the YouTube comments say we should get 12 people to do this. And I said, we're not going to get 12 people to hang in with us for 45 freaking minutes to do a mock. But we appreciate y'all tapping into the content. On Wednesday, we're going to take a look at some trades, some different values. Go inside the Destination Devy Discord channel. Go to the trade show. We'll talk players. We'll talk trades. We'll make an update from our auction, 28-team auction that we got going on right now. So it's a good Monday. Joe, good to see you in the building. Lindsey Mack, hopefully you passed with your ACT with flying colors. We appreciate everybody tapping in. Can we get Jay Rich versus Ray G in the next draft? Maybe
we could do that.
A little face-off. Maybe we could do a little face-off. Maybe we do a little face-off. And I know we saw a super chat. I think it was from Eric. Let me do this before I got to get out of here. My wife left me again, bro, so I got to run the kids to daycare and summer camp. Yeah, she left me again. I'm here holding it down one deep. It was Eric. Oh, here it is. Here's the super chat from Eric before we get out of here. Let's say you were in a 14-team auction league. Wouldn't you pay one? Eric bid on Travis Etienne in our auction league, and he wants somebody to bail his ass out. It ain't going to be me. I'll just say
ain't
that.
Gonna be me either.
We appreciate y'all tapping in. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Like the content. And wake up on Wednesday. Trades, and more trades on Wednesday. Tap in. We love y'all. Start your week out great. See y'all on Wednesday. We out. Peace.